Focus isn't about having more time, it's about knowing where to spend it. Think about it. Every day, we're bombarded with distractions, from endless notifications to other people's demands. Yet the most successful and fulfilled people don't have more hours than you. They simply know how to focus on what truly matters. What's their secret? It's not magic, and it's not luck. It's a set of principles anyone can follow, and today I'm sharing 7 life-changing lessons to help you tune out the noise, zero in on your priorities, and start living with purpose. Ready to refocus your life? Let's begin. Lesson 1. Set clear priorities. Without clear priorities, it's easy to get overwhelmed and feel like you're spinning in circles. Life throws countless demands your way, but not everything deserves your attention. Start by taking a moment to reflect deeply. What are the most important aspects of your life? Is it your health, nurturing relationships, advancing your career, or dedicating time to personal growth? Write down these priorities and rank them in order of significance. Be specific. Don't just say health, but define what it means to you, like exercising 3 times a week or preparing nutritious meals. This clarity serves as a guide, helping you distinguish between what's truly meaningful and what's just noise. Once your priorities are clear, focus your energy on these areas with intention. Let go of tasks, obligations, and distractions that don't align with your goals. Remember, saying no to what doesn't matter is saying yes to what does. As the Buddha wisely said, what you focus on grows. If you pour your energy into the wrong areas, you'll drain yourself without progress. So, choose your priorities wisely and let them become the foundation for a focused, purposeful life. Lesson 2. Eliminate distractions. To focus on your life, you must remove what pulls you away from it. Start by identifying your biggest distractions. Is it endless social media scrolling, binge-watching shows, or saying yes to commitments that don't align with your goals? Perhaps it's toxic relationships or negative thought patterns. Once you pinpoint what's draining your time and energy, take deliberate steps to address them. Set clear boundaries in your daily routine. Schedule specific times to check your phone or social media, and consider using app blockers to limit your exposure during critical work or rest times. Turn off notifications, especially during deep work periods, to avoid constant interruptions. Create a dedicated, clutter-free workspace that promotes focus. Keep it free of distractions like unnecessary gadgets or even personal items that may pull your attention away. Learn to say no, not just to others, but to yourself as well. It's easy to fall into the trap of mindlessly scrolling through your feed or agreeing to tasks that don't align with your priorities. Practice the art of politely but firmly declining invitations, projects, or distractions that don't serve your greater goals. Your time is one of your most precious resources, and it's okay to protect it. Remember, every time you say no to something that doesn't serve your purpose, you're saying yes to something that does. Be intentional with the people you surround yourself with. Seek out relationships that inspire, motivate, and support you in your journey, rather than those that drain you emotionally or keep you stuck in unhealthy patterns. Make mindfulness a daily practice. When you catch yourself slipping into distractions, gently redirect your focus back to your priorities. Awareness is the first step to change. Every time you eliminate a distraction, you reclaim that energy and invest it in the things that truly matter, bringing you one step closer to living a focused, meaningful life. Lesson 3. Practice mindfulness daily. Mindfulness is the foundation of true focus. It's the practice of being fully present in the moment, without letting your mind wander to past regrets or future worries. When you practice mindfulness, you train your mind to pay attention to what's right in front of you, which is essential for staying focused on your life. Start each day with a few minutes of mindfulness practice. It can be as simple as sitting quietly, closing your eyes, and focusing on your breath. As you inhale and exhale, gently bring your attention back when your mind starts to wander. This simple practice can help you quiet the noise in your mind and clear space for what truly matters. Throughout the day, bring mindfulness into everything you do. Whether it's eating, working, or even walking, try to focus all your attention on the task at hand. Feel the texture of the food as you eat, the rhythm of your steps as you walk, or the sensation of the pen in your hand as you write. The more you practice mindfulness in your daily life, the more you will develop the ability to stay focused, no matter the situation. Mindfulness also helps you manage distractions. When you're aware of your thoughts and emotions, you can recognize when you're being pulled away from your focus. Instead of reacting impulsively to distractions or stress, you can respond with calm awareness, bringing your attention back to what matters. It teaches you to accept what is without judgment and create space for clarity and intention. By practicing mindfulness daily, you strengthen your ability to focus and cultivate peace of mind, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and purpose. Lesson 4. Break down big goals. Big goals are inspiring, but they can also be overwhelming. It's easy to look at a massive goal, like writing a book, building a successful business, or mastering a new skill, and feel paralyzed by the sheer scale of the task. But the key to staying focused on your life and maintaining momentum is to break down these large goals into smaller, manageable steps. When you break your goals into smaller, actionable tasks, you eliminate the sense of overwhelm and create a clear, structured path forward. Instead of focusing on the entire project and feeling like it's too much to handle, you focus on what you can do today, this hour, even this minute. For example, if your goal is to write a book, instead of stressing about finishing the entire manuscript, commit to writing just one chapter at a time, or even one page at a time. If you're building a business, instead of worrying about having a fully operational company right away, focus on the first steps, creating a website, getting your first customer, or refining one product. These smaller tasks may seem simple, but they are the foundation for larger achievements. This approach not only makes the goal seem more attainable, but also creates a sense of constant progress and momentum. Each small task you complete becomes a victory that propels you forward, building your confidence and motivation to tackle the next task. The more you break down your goals, the clearer the path becomes, and the more you realize that massive accomplishments are simply the result of consistent, small actions. Think of it like climbing a mountain. Instead of staring at the daunting peak in front of you, focus on the next step. Each step brings you closer to the summit, and before you know it, you'll have reached the top. One powerful strategy to help break your goals down is to create a detailed roadmap. Start by dividing your big goal into key milestones or phases. Then, break each milestone down further into specific tasks that you can tackle on a daily or weekly basis. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, your first milestone could be completing the outline, then breaking that down into chapters and further into sections or even paragraphs. Make sure each task is specific, measurable, and realistic. For example, your weekly goal might be to write 1,000 words, and your daily goal could be to write for 30 minutes or complete a specific section of a chapter. These small, concrete steps will keep you on track and focused on the end goal, one task at a time. Another helpful strategy is to set deadlines for yourself. Deadlines are powerful tools for maintaining focus and holding yourself accountable. However, it's important to approach them with flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things don't go according to plan. You might face setbacks, feel stuck, or have unexpected challenges. Instead of letting these challenges derail your efforts, treat them as learning opportunities. Reframe obstacles as chances to grow and refine your approach. A flexible mindset will help you stay focused on the long-term goal, even when things get tough. And don't forget to celebrate your progress. It's easy to get so wrapped up in the next task that you forget to acknowledge how far you've come. Take time to celebrate small wins along the way, whether that's completing a chapter, reaching a milestone, or simply sticking to your daily plan. This recognition reinforces your efforts and keeps you motivated. Small celebrations keep your energy up, making the journey enjoyable and reminding you that every step forward matters. By breaking big goals into manageable steps, you transform what once seemed impossible into something achievable. The key is to stay focused on the present step, trust the process, and keep moving forward, one task at a time. Focus on your next step, not the entire mountain, and soon enough you'll reach the summit. Remember, the journey itself is just as important as the destination, and each small action you take is a reflection of your commitment to focusing on your life and your long-term dreams. Lesson 5. Prioritize what matters most. To truly focus on your life, it's essential to prioritize what truly matters. Every day we are bombarded with endless distractions, tasks, and obligations. The challenge lies in determining what is truly important and giving it the time, energy, and attention it deserves. Start by identifying your core values. What truly drives you? Is it your health, relationships, career, or personal growth? Once you understand what matters most to you, everything else becomes secondary. This clarity allows you to make decisions more easily. You'll no longer feel torn between competing priorities because you'll know exactly where to focus your energy. A powerful exercise in prioritization is to create a non-negotiable list. These are the things that are most important to you and should never be sacrificed, no matter what. For example, if family is a priority, then spending time with them every week should be a non-negotiable commitment. If self-care and fitness are vital, then carving out time each day for exercise or rest should be treated as an absolute must. Once you've established your core priorities, you need to eliminate or delegate less important tasks. It's easy to fall into the trap of people-pleasing or overcommitting ourselves to things that don't align with our true priorities. Saying yes to everything can drain your energy and leave you feeling burned out. Learning to say no or delegating responsibilities to others can create the space you need to focus on what really moves you forward in life. Another important aspect of prioritization is learning to say yes to opportunities that align with your vision and long-term goals. It's not just about saying no to distractions, but also about being intentional about where you direct your energy. Ask yourself, will this opportunity get me closer to my goals? If the answer is yes, then go for it with all your heart. If it doesn't align with your life's purpose, then respectfully decline. Consider time blocking as another tool to help you prioritize. Dedicate specific blocks of time in your day to the activities that matter most to you. For instance, set aside time for deep work, creative projects, exercise, or connecting with loved ones. Guard these time blocks fiercely, as they are the cornerstone of your personal and professional success. Without this focus, you might find yourself slipping into reactive mode, constantly jumping from one task to another without ever making real progress. A simple yet effective way to prioritize is to ask yourself each day, what's the one thing I can do today that will have the greatest impact on my life and goals? This small question can help you cut through the noise and focus on the action that will move the needle forward, rather than getting stuck in trivial distractions. Focus on that one task before moving on to anything else, and you'll notice the difference in the results you achieve. Prioritizing also means being willing to let go of things that no longer serve you. This could be bad habits, toxic relationships, outdated goals, or activities that drain you rather than energize you. Sometimes we hold on to things out of fear of change, but the truth is that letting go can create the space for something better. By simplifying your life and aligning your actions with your core priorities, you can eliminate unnecessary noise and live with greater focus and purpose. Focusing on your life means focusing on the things that matter most to you. It's about making intentional decisions that align with your values, goals, and vision. By prioritizing what matters, you create the space and energy to live a life full of meaning, fulfillment, and success. Lesson 6. Cultivate patience and persistence. Focus is often thought of as a result of intense effort, but true focus is also rooted in patience and persistence. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get impatient when things don't move as quickly as we want. We want results now, and when they don't come immediately, we can become discouraged. But the truth is, long-term success is rarely instantaneous. It requires the willingness to work steadily, to persist through challenges, and to remain patient even when the outcome feels distant. Patience is a key part of focus because it allows you to stay calm and composed while working toward your goals, even when progress seems slow or difficult to see. Often we want immediate results, and when they don't materialize right away, it can be easy to feel like we're not getting anywhere. However, true success comes from building solid foundations over time, and that requires a deep sense of patience. When you're patient, you don't let temporary setbacks or slow progress shake your commitment. Instead, you understand that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory and brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Persistence, on the other hand, is the unwavering commitment to keep going, even when the road gets tough. It's about continuing forward, even when obstacles arise or when you encounter failure. The reality is that setbacks are inevitable. You will face moments where you question your progress, your abilities, or even your chosen path. But those who are persistent don't give up when things get hard. Instead, they adjust, learn from the experience, and find new ways to move forward. Persistence is about showing up every day, doing the work even when you don't feel like it, and trusting that each effort is an important part of the journey. Start by breaking down your long-term goals into smaller, manageable tasks. This not only makes the process feel more achievable, but it also helps you recognize that progress comes in stages. Every small step you take is a victory on its own, but beyond breaking goals into smaller chunks, patience and persistence mean accepting that growth takes time. Success doesn't happen overnight, and you'll encounter setbacks along the way, but it's the ability to keep going, even when it feels like you're not moving forward, that makes all the difference. People who succeed are often the ones who refuse to quit, even when faced with obstacles. Building persistence involves creating daily habits and routines that support your larger goals. These small, consistent actions add up over time and compound into significant results. This could mean dedicating a set amount of time each day to working on your goals, whether it's a creative project, a business, or self-improvement. It's about creating momentum by showing up every day, regardless of your mood or external circumstances. It's not about doing everything at once or in large bursts. It's about the power of consistency, of making steady progress in a way that aligns with your life and priorities. Remember that persistence doesn't mean stubbornly sticking to a plan that isn't working. Persistence involves being flexible, learning from mistakes, and adapting. If something isn't working, instead of giving up, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve or approach this from a new angle? This reflective mindset will help you grow stronger with each challenge and turn obstacles into opportunities for growth. Patience and persistence are also deeply intertwined with self-compassion. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when you're frustrated or exhausted. This is normal and part of the process. In these moments, treat yourself with kindness. Don't let impatience or frustration lead you to harsh self-criticism. Instead, remind yourself that personal growth is a marathon, not a sprint, and everyone moves at their own pace. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be, and every step you take, no matter how slow, is a step in the right direction. When you treat yourself with compassion, you'll be more likely to persist and continue moving forward even in the face of setbacks. In a world that's conditioned us to expect immediate gratification, patience and persistence become essential tools for staying focused on what really matters. When you commit to these two practices, you'll find that you not only develop stronger focus, but also a deeper sense of inner peace. You'll be less likely to get discouraged by temporary delays and more able to trust in the process. Every day that you persist is a step closer to your goals. The greatest accomplishments come to those who are patient enough to wait and persistent enough to keep going. With both, you'll not only reach your destination, but do so with the wisdom and experience that make the journey worthwhile. Lesson 7. Let go of perfectionism. One of the greatest barriers to focus is the constant pursuit of perfection. Many of us spend an overwhelming amount of time trying to get everything just right, constantly striving for flawless results. While striving for excellence can be admirable, the pursuit of perfection can be paralyzing and counterproductive. It causes unnecessary stress, delays progress, and often prevents us from achieving our true potential. Perfectionism traps us in an endless loop of self-criticism and dissatisfaction. When we focus solely on perfection, we tend to overlook the value of progress. Every small step forward is a victory, but perfectionists often fail to see that, focusing instead on what's wrong or what's not yet complete. The desire to get everything perfect can lead us to procrastinate or give up altogether because the fear of failure is too overwhelming. In focusing on life, it's crucial to understand that mistakes and imperfections are part of the process. In fact, they are often the stepping stones to growth. When you let go of perfectionism, you free yourself from the constant pressure to get everything just right and allow yourself to experience life as it is, imperfect, messy, and full of learning opportunities. The key to growth isn't in being perfect, but in being willing to try, fail, and learn along the way. Start by embracing the idea of good enough. This doesn't mean lowering your standards, but rather accepting that perfection is an illusion and that progress is far more important. Ask yourself, is this the best I can do right now, given the time and resources I have? If the answer is yes, let go of the need for perfection and move forward. Perfectionism often stalls us because we spend so much time refining the smallest details that we lose sight of the bigger picture. In the Buddhist tradition, the concept of wabi-sabi comes to mind, finding beauty in imperfection and embracing the natural cycles of life. Life is constantly changing, and nothing is meant to remain perfect forever. By letting go of perfectionism, you can learn to appreciate the natural flow of things and stop chasing after an unrealistic ideal. You'll find peace in the fact that imperfection is not only okay, it's a vital part of the human experience. It's important to understand that letting go of perfectionism doesn't mean abandoning high standards or the desire to improve. It means freeing yourself from the obsessive need to control every outcome. Instead of obsessing over the perfect outcome, focus on the process and the lessons learned along the way. Shift your mindset from one of perfection to one of progress. Celebrate the small wins, the growth, and the wisdom gained with every step forward. Another helpful way to let go of perfectionism is by setting realistic, achievable goals. Instead of striving for an unattainable ideal, break down your goals into actionable steps that are aligned with your current abilities and resources. By focusing on achievable milestones, you allow yourself the flexibility to adapt and learn without the stress of constantly chasing an impossible standard. Also, learn to manage your expectations. Understand that setbacks and mistakes are part of the journey and that no one's path to success is perfect. The key is to be gentle with yourself and give yourself permission to make mistakes. Each mistake is an opportunity to grow and refine your skills, and this mindset shift will help you stay focused on the journey, not just the destination. Letting go of perfectionism is a vital lesson in how to focus on your life. By releasing the pressure to be perfect, you allow yourself to take action, embrace the process, and learn from your experiences. You'll stop wasting time trying to make everything flawless and start making real progress toward your goals. Remember, life isn't about being perfect. It's about growing, learning, and becoming the best version of yourself, step by step. And that version of you is already enough, imperfection and all. Now that you've discovered these 7 powerful lessons on how to focus on your life, it's time to put them into practice. Remember, the journey to greater focus and fulfillment isn't about achieving perfection. It's about taking consistent steps toward the life you truly desire. If these lessons resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Buddhism Pathways, and join our growing community of like-minded individuals seeking peace, purpose, and personal growth. On this channel, we dive deep into the teachings of Buddhism and share powerful insights to help you unlock your potential and live a life full of clarity, balance, and happiness. So take a moment today to reflect on these lessons, apply them in your life, and watch how your focus sharpens and your path unfolds. As always, thank you for being part of this journey with us. Until next time, may you find peace in every step you take, and remember, the path to your true self begins with just one mindful choice.